So Lindsey Graham just said on the Fox network that he will use his position as a senator to try to shield Donald Trump from accountability for his crimes. Let's talk about that. Because United States senators faithfully executing the laws of our country, like justice, matters. Hey all, Glenn Kirshner here. So Lindsey Graham just said something on the Fox network that represents a staggering abuse of office, in my opinion. Let's set it up. So Andrew Weisssman, who was a member of the Mueller team, right? Weisssman, a federal prosecutor who was involved in the investigation of Donald Trump, recently went on record as saying that Joe Biden's incoming attorney general, whoever that ends up being, should, of course, continue to investigate and, as appropriate, prosecute Donald Trump for the crimes he committed while in office. That is entirely unremarkable, given that the Mueller team found as many as 10 possible obstruction of justice crimes by Donald Trump, all meticulously documented and detailed in Volume 2 of the Mueller report. Here is how Andrew Weissman's comments were reported out recently. This headline from The Hill: Mueller prosecutor says next attorney general should investigate Trump. Andrew Weissman, a deputy to former special counsel Robert Mueller, said that the next attorney general under President-elect Biden should investigate President Trump, with Weissman saying, as painful and hard as it may be for the country, I believe the next AG should investigate Mr. Trump and, if warranted, prosecute him for potential federal crimes. Now, that is entirely unremarkable. Weissman was part of the team that found as many as 10 potential federal crimes, felony obstruction of justice offenses by Donald Trump. And that's setting aside all of Donald Trump's other crimes, right? That's setting aside Donald Trump's campaign finance violations that he committed as part of a conspiracy with Michael Cohen, remember, to pay off playmates and porn stars to bury deeply damaging information, to hide that information from the American voters, to criminally gain unfair advantage in the 2016 presidential election. Setting those crimes aside entirely. It's setting aside the crimes of obstructing congressional inquiries, also a federal offense. Remember when Donald Trump told all his executive branch officials, do not comply with lawfully issued congressional subpoenas. It's setting aside the many witness tampering charges that could be brought for what Donald Trump did to Ambassador Marie Yovanovitch, or what he did to Michael Cohen and I believe Michael Cohen's father-in-law and others. It's setting aside the bribery of President Zelensky of Ukraine. It's setting aside kids in cages. It's setting aside hundreds of thousands of counts of negligent homicide when he lied to the American people about the danger and transmissibility of the coronavirus. It's setting aside his and Jared's grift on the PPE contracts, setting all of those crimes aside. It's just not at all remarkable that Andrew Weissman would say, of course, Joe Biden's attorney general should continue to investigate and perhaps prosecute Donald Trump. Donald Trump committed federal crimes, lots of them. Enter Lindsey Graham. Lindsey Graham, who just said he will use his status as a senator to shield Donald Trump from accountability for his crimes. Here's some of the reporting. Lindsey Graham says Senate Republicans will refuse to seat Joe Biden's attorney general pick if Trump will face criminal investigation. Speaking on Fox News, Lindsey Graham said that if Joe Biden nominates an attorney general who will investigate Donald Trump for criminal acts in office, Republicans will refuse to seat that person. And Lindsey Graham was asked about what Andrew Weisssman said, how Joe Biden's incoming Attorney General should, of course, continue to investigate and perhaps prosecute Donald Trump. Here's what Lindsey Graham said. I hope you're sitting down. Sean Hannity questioned Lindsey Graham about the possibility of Donald Trump facing a federal investigation for crimes he's accused of committing in office, suggesting that perhaps the lame duck president should pardon himself and his family preemptively before leaving office. Graham responded, first, falsely claiming that Robert Mueller's investigation, quote, found nothing. Well, I guess if 10 felony obstruction of justice crimes is nothing, then, yeah, Mueller found nothing. And Graham continues, promising that if both Republicans win the two special elections coming up in January in Georgia, thus the Republicans retaining control of the Senate, if that happens, quote, the Attorney General nominee will come before the Judiciary Committee, and there's no way in hell anyone's going to get confirmed that would agree with Andrew Weisssman. In other words, that Trump should face continued investigations. No way in hell, Lindsey Graham said that they would confirm an attorney general unless that attorney general pledged not to investigate Donald Trump anymore. Kill those investigations. No prosecutions. There's a term for what Lindsey Graham is announcing he will do. It's called Accessory After the Fact. And it's a very short statute in this big, ugly, blue federal criminal code book. Let me read the statute, and then let me break it down a little bit. First of all, it's 18 United States Code, Section 3, right up front. And it reads as follows. Accessory after the fact. Whoever, knowing that an offense against the United States has been committed, receives, relieves, comforts, or assists the offender in order to hinder or prevent the offender's apprehension, trial, or punishment is an accessory after the fact. Let me break it down in even simpler terms. Any person, Lindsey Graham, who knows that another person, Donald Trump, has committed an offense against the United States, and we all know he has, and if that person, Lindsey Graham, does anything to help the offender, Donald Trump, avoid apprehension, trial, punishment, assists him in avoiding being held accountable for his crimes, then that person, Lindsey Graham, is an accessory after the fact. And the Constitution can't support and defend itself. It needs honorable government officials who take their oath of office seriously. What Lindsey Graham just contemplated doing with his status, with his position as a senator, to wrongfully shield Donald Trump from accountability for his crimes, to refuse to seat, his words, confirm an attorney general who will not pledge to give Donald Trump a pass on his crimes. Folks, beginning in January, we must investigate and prosecute if the evidence supports it, not just Donald Trump, but all criminal politicians and their family members if they committed crimes. We have to. Beginning in January, folks, let's roll. Because justice matters. It matters. And as always, folks, thank you for tuning in to these daily YouTube videos. Please feel free to hit subscribe if you haven't already. And of course, you can always follow me on Twitter at GlennKirshner2. And if you'd like to more formally support our all-volunteer efforts here, you can go to patreon.com and you can sign up to become a patron. If you do, I will send you a couple of Team Justice stickers with a personalized handwritten note of thanks. So as always, folks, please stay safe. Please stay tuned. And I look forward to talking with you all again tomorrow.